Hi, this is Teacher Jennifer from U.S. Citizenship Podcast. Every week we bring you practice interviews, quizzes, and the latest news that help you get ready for your U.S. citizenship interview. I hope to be back every week because I just finished my book, which is available for pre-order now on Amazon. It's U.S. Citizenship for Dummies. Hopefully you can find it wherever fine books are sold. So tonight, in honor of President's Week, George Washington's birthday, the 2022, we're going to do two practice interviews. The first is a very simple one based on the N400 and questions related to George Washington, the Constitution. And the next series is for the N400, where they're talking about voting rights and they're talking about taxes. And then the last part is going to be dealing with the USCIS questions that require two answers. So let's get started. So hello, Peter. Happy President's Day.
You too. Everybody's doing.
Did you do anything good today?
Nothing special.
Okay. I went for dim sum at a new restaurant. So it was really good. We have to go. Okay. So today we're going to do a special President's Day quiz. This week I'm going to be putting out 4 quizzes in honor of President's Day. So right now we're going to do a very simple quiz based on the N400, George Washington, and the Constitution. And then we're going to move on to some special questions for 22222. Okay?
Okay.
So, what is your full name?
My full name is Nian Yuan.
What is your date of birth?
February 21, 1951.
What is your country of birth?
Taiwan.
What is your address?
22 Main Street, Santa Clara, California, 95050.
Do you work?
I'm retired.
Have you traveled outside the United States?
Yes, I did.
Are you married?
Yes, I'm married.
Do you have any children?
Yes, I have one child.
Have you ever been arrested?
No, never.
And do you support the Constitution?
Yes, I do.
Very good. So that's the first part of the quiz based on the N400. Now we're going to move on to the section about George Washington and the U.S. Constitution. What is the supreme law of the land?
The Constitution.
What does the Constitution do?
Set up the government.
The idea of self-government is in the first 3 words of the Constitution. What are these words?
We the people.
Name one branch or part of the government.
Executive branch.
Yes, that's the part that the president belongs to. What happened at the Constitutional Convention?
The Constitution was written.
When was the Constitution written?
1787.
Who is the father of our country?
George Washington.
Who was the first president?
George Washington.
Name one state that borders Canada.
Oh, Washington.
Yeah, Washington. Very good. And what is the capital of the United States?
Washington, D.C.
Those are really simple questions in honor of President's Day. And later on this week, we're going to have a quiz for Lincoln. Now let's go on to a little bit more difficult practice. So this one is Series E. We're going to use special topics from the N400 Part 12. Explain how you are eligible to become a U.S. citizen.
I have been a legal permanent resident for 5 years.
What is your full name?
Nian Yuan.
What is your date of birth?
October 27, 1951.
How do you financially support yourself?
I'm retired.
Have you spent any time outside of the U.S.?
Yes, I left last time January 6, 2020, and I returned back is February 25, 2020.
Now we're going to move on to part 12. Have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen?
No,
Have you ever registered to vote in the United States?
no.
What is register?
To put your name and the person information a list of the person who can vote.
What is vote?
Is choice a new leader or no?
Have you ever voted in any U.S. elections?
No.
Did you vote in Taiwan?
Yes, I do.
Very good. Have you ever failed to file your taxes?
No, never.
Do you owe any taxes?
No, never.
What is owe?
Oh, mean I must pay the government money.
And what are taxes?
Tax are money for the government. The government uses tax money to pay for the government, military, healthcare, and the school.
Do you pay your taxes every year?
Yes, I pay my tax every year.
Have you ever called yourself a non-resident on a federal, state, or local tax return?
No, never.
Good. All right, now we're going to take a look at the last 4 questions. Do you support the Constitution and the form of government of the United States?
Yes,
Are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
yes,
If the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms in the United States Army?
yes,
And are you willing to perform non-combatant services for the U.S. Army?
yes,
Do you promise everything that you said is true?
yes, I do.
So now we're going to move on to civics questions. And this is going to be a little bit more difficult. So you're going to name 2 or more. What are 2 rights in the Declaration of Independence?
Life and liberty.
What are 2 parts of U.S. Congress?
Senate and House of Representatives.
What are 2 cabinet level positions?
Secretary of the State, Secretary of the Education.
What are 2 major political parties in the United States?
Democratic and the Republican.
What are 2 rights of everyone living in the United States?
Freedom of speech and the freedom of religion.
What are 2 ways Americans can participate in their democracy?
Vote and run for the office.
Now, this is more than 2. There were 13 original states. Name 3.
New Hampshire, New York, and New Jersey.
And name 2 national U.S. holidays.
New Year and Christmas.
Very good. That's it for President's Day and also for 222-2022.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thanks to the students and staff of Milpitas Adult School. Special thanks goes out to Peter Yuan. Please visit us on the web at uscitizenpod.com, where I will be posting more citizenship quizzes for President's Week. Thanks for listening. I know you will be a great American citizen. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.